Moving on now to today's fact check. The massive gift for struggling schools here in Connecticut is in the spotlight again. The $300 million deal made up of donations and taxpayer money is under scrutiny now. Critics in the State House say the private-public partnership with hedge fund manager Ray Dalio and his wife Barbara is too private and too costly for the taxpayer. Supporters of the deal, though, like Governor Lamont, believe this is an opportunity that can't be missed.
We're psyched together to do it with the partnership of Connecticut.
The numbers were staggering. $300 million for Connecticut public schools. Billionaire hedge fund magnate Ray Dalio and his wife Barbara put the deal together to donate $100 million, raise another $100 million from wealthy donors, all as long as the state of Connecticut kicked in yet another $100 million. All of this going to struggling schools in Connecticut, a big deal for a state with well-documented budget problems for years.
We can bring the resources that we have, and others are bringing the resources that they've got, and that we really can be on this mission together.
A stipulation in the agreement: information on the nonprofit corporation created could not be subjected to public information requests, and the meetings would be held in private for the 501c3 called Partnership for Connecticut. That is, even though the board members include Governor Lamont and legislative leaders from both parties. This is something State Comptroller Kevin Lembo would like to see changed, saying with public money as part of the equation, it's the public's right to know.
I'll tell you that it's an important undertaking, and it's something that I think the state is also grateful for, the Dalios coming to the table and willing to partner on this. I think it's most unfortunate, however, that for whatever reason, they've pulled this pall of secrecy over a thing that's worthy of celebration. And instead of talking about what great things could come of it, suddenly we're talking about who did it and why.
The privacy stipulation was made in a line item of the budget. So is there anything for this nonprofit to hide? House Minority Leader Themis Klarides, also required to sit on the board, has concerns both about how the state is going to come up with its $100 million for that part of the agreement and how information from the nonprofit is going to be handled. So she asked Attorney General William Tong for some clarification.
Should I be able to see the emails between you and other foundation members through Freedom of Information?
Yes. You should and you will, and that's what the Attorney General said. The problem is there's 9 other members on this board, and none of them will have to follow our ethics rules and our Freedom of Information laws.
Mary Schwind is the managing director of the Freedom of Information Commission in Connecticut. I asked her if she had seen any other legislative effort to block information from being released during her more than 20 years on the job at FOI.
The only other instance I can think of is there is a statute regarding the Yukon Foundation, which makes clear that they are not subject to the Freedom of Information Act. I believe, though, that that statute was enacted after public hearings on the matter. What happened with the partnership that was enacted as part of the budget is it just came in as part of the budget at the end of the legislative cycle, and there were no public hearings on that aspect of it. So it came as a surprise.
Now, I invited both Ray and Barbara Diallo to come on Face the Facts to ask them what kind of information they would prefer to keep private and why. Also asked them about the Attorney General's opinion that at least the public officials on the board should be held to state ethics standards and FOI requests. They sent along this statement. They were on vacation. They say, "We appreciate Attorney General Tong's decision. This makes it clear that there will be transparency around key partnership decisions." And they signed it, Barbara Diallo Philanthropies. Now, we also inquired about getting Governor Lamont as a guest. We were informed he is on vacation right now. Coming up next on Face